Grana Wheat Ninny Bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. So today in the booth I was actually going to do a different video today around some G1 Transformers that I've managed to add to my collection, but then this little guy dropped through my letterbox, so I decided to switch the video up and do this one. So we'll have a G1 video coming later on, but right now we're going to get stuck into this. Now if you're not familiar with who this little guy is, this is Bumblebee, aka Centurion, from the Hearts of Steel galaxy. So if you're not familiar with what this is, Hearts of Steel is a part of the actually the only Transformers Evolutions IDW cartoon, where they kind of took different ideas for the Transformers and switched it up, similar to what Marvel do with the what if type episodes. And this is it was a 4-part, I think, miniseries back in 2006 that was set in the late mid 19th century, and it was all part of like a steampunk universe. So you had even figures like Mark Twain and people like that in it, but all the Transformers were on Earth. And they all had different alt modes that were ready for that kind of situation. So as you can see here, you have Bumblebee, aka Centurion, here in his steampunk train engine mode. So I actually really like all these little crossovers that they do in IDW. I think they're quite fun. These guys pop up also in Infestation 2. They pop up all over the media, and the more you dig into it, you'll see how they're actually more connected to the IDW mainline than you actually realise. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but definitely worth checking out their stories. I'm a huge lover of all these crossovers, like the Ghostbusters crossover and the Visionaries crossovers that they do in IDW. So to be able to pick up a figure for something that's a little odd like this, it's really cool. So, story time over. Let's have a little look, as we always do on this channel, first of all at the box. And the box for this guy, they put a lot of effort in this box, bless them. They have done really well, and I think there's some pretty funny miscommunications on the translation. But first of all, you got the lovely box art of Bumblebee, aka Centurion, in his in his bot mode. You can see he looks really steampunky, and he has a nice looking Warhammer. Then you get to the top. So this is part of the Hot Soldiers, and they want you to feel Hot Soldiers. So I'm not sure if that's some kind of army-based dating website where you can go and feel up hot soldiers. I'm not sure, but if you like feeling up hot soldiers, I would definitely get this. It definitely tells you that they're part of the Steel Hearts universe. Mech Planet Warrior Hot Wars, so this is all part of you know, the Hot Soldiers. You can get quite a few different things on this. General Commander Prop Sky Pillar, not sure what. General Commander Prop Sky Pillar, not sure what all that means, but it does tell me that they are a G1 now. So this is what was coming next. It's quite nice that they've made them kind of look a little bit like the front cover of a comic or something. It's similar to some of the reissues that we got of the G1. Down the bottom it says that he is a frontline soldier, Commander Centurion. He's for ages 6 and up, and he includes snap-on weapons. And somebody loves health and safety, apparently. This guy down the bottom loves it. Spike Art loves health and safety. Aha, Hot Soldiers, of course. He loves Hot Soldiers. So this is the guy. He runs the dating website and he loves Hot Soldiers. So it's just for this guy. Absolutely loves it. On the side, you've actually got some more Hot Soldiers, if that's what you're into. You can feel up all these Hot Soldiers. Obviously, this is Spearhead, aka Cliff Jumper Collector's Edition. Flyover Mountain. Yeah, so he can fly over mountains, maybe? I don't know. Then we've got, it says Spearhead here. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be Bumblebee. I'm not sure who this is. Maybe somebody can help me out in the comments here and see who this is supposed to be. But he is supposed to be a taxi, and he's Spearhead, and he's Hot Soldier 16. So this is like the dating website when you go through and you this is like Tinder for bots, I guess. And then you've also got here, so you swipe left or swipe right on Ratchet, collector's editions, medical officer, ambulance, and there's more coming soon. On the back you've got some pretty cool artwork here. Again, you get told to feel up some more hot soldiers and that this is a limited edition. Again, this is the alt mode, nice kind of digi rendition of the bot mode there. And then on the side, yay, on the side we have some more Tinder-esque where we can swipe left or swipe right on the side. Also available, collector's edition spy officer, obviously their version of Bumblebee, this HS09 big yellow bee. And then we've got here Goldbug, collector's edition spy officer gold flybug. Now this guy here is probably something I'm actually going to pick up next. He comes with a different head. He actually comes with this one's head, so that you can swap between Goldbug and Bumblebee, which I think is pretty cool. So, and he comes with a little Teletron one as well, so that's definitely something worth picking up. Down at the bottom, limited edition HS5 soundboard. So this guy is Sound Blaster. Then we have the top here. We have another rendition of what the alt mode will look like, not the alt mode, the bot mode will look like. And here we get told to feel up some more hot soldiers and Centurion Commander, and again he's 14. Then down the bottom we have quite a lot of warnings. Disclaimer: paint damage is not a quality problem. All products in show might be a little nuanced. In kind prevail. This is brilliant. I like it. Disclaimer: paint damage is not a quality problem, so don't send it back if it's damaged. Love it. Tested according to international standards. Anything else here that I wanted to just point out? 2018 hot soldiers, please use your tools carefully and avoid damaging the toys. So I didn't find that I actually needed any tools for this at all, but if you are going to use tools, use them differently or carefully, certainly. Next it tells me that we have General Commander Sky Prop Pillar. Sky Prop Pillar, that's his name, good lad. HS2, and then HS07 Heavy Soldier Iron Tin is coming. So quite a lot of effort, and actually even when you open this guy up, you have here fans cheer around the world. Don't know why, but you do have more robot life will come from the mech planet Hot Soldiers. So more robot life is going to come from the mech planet. And then we have Commander Centurion 2018, and then if you flip over onto the other side here, the power of Vector Sigma is with us. Well worth remembering. Again, fans cheer around the world. And then Hot Soldiers, and then Steel Hearts on the side. This was awesome. This is like needed some Bruce Buffer saying this shit or something. So yeah, so the box itself, pretty funny. Got some really cool translations on it. Also comes with the destruction booklet. Destructions on this, well, yeah, you saw what the translations were like on the box. So the destructions are not much better. You've got this guy who really loves Hot Soldiers, and then when you open it up, some great pictures. Not exactly the best descriptions. This is a key point. We must carefully turn out the two turning parts. Yep, so that's kind of the level we're looking at here, but you know, you can get through it, don't get me wrong, you're not going to break anything. Again, he's on the back loving his Hot Soldiers still, and then that's it. And then again on the back you can see some of the other things that we didn't get. So you can see you've got a normal Soundwave, which is soundtrack, Laser Bird, Aerial Scout, that guy we've already seen. You've got Aerial Scout Bat Soldier, Iron Tin, more coming soon, and then you've got these two guys as well. So there's actually quite a lot that you can pick up. What was really cool is this guy actually came with this little card as well. So you get a little card, and then on the back is all the little stats and some more pictures of the product. So we can see he's got strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank, courage, fire blast, and skill. I guess fire blast is firepower maybe, but that's where we are. And that's everything that he comes with packaging wise. So that was all the packaging. And now we can have a little look at the main event himself. So we have here Centurion, aka Bumblebee, in his steampunk engine mode, and I love it. I think this is such a beautiful little choo-choo train. Basically, there's not much else you can say, but it's just so different. I don't own a Bumblebee. At the moment, I'm kind of waiting and holding off on buying a Bumblebee until Earthrise. Obviously, Earthrise are going to drop one, so I'm waiting on that. So I'm adding this to my collection is something that's really cool. You know, you've got the really nice kind of painted plastic here at the front for the engine where they burn the fire. You've got your smoky stacks at the top. Lots of nice molded detail. The plastic on this actually feels pretty good. The wheels are a little stiff. One of my wheels, this one's a little stiff, but everything else looks really, really good. You've got the cab here at the back. He's got some nice details actually on him. You can see all of the nice painted detail here. These run round, and you've got the gold on the top here for the cab, and then yeah, he rolls quite nice. Just this wheel's just a little stiff. You've got everything else there. Underneath hides his little warhammer, so you can just pull this out, and then we have, from an accessory point of view, this is the warhammer he comes with. Obviously this side's a little hollow, but from this side you can see how they've added all the lovely little bronze. See the way that's catching the light? It's really, really, really nice. Just put that to one side. Yeah, so all in all, I'm extremely happy with this. The lights, I guess the silver paint on the front there for the lights as well. I'm really happy with this little engine. I think it's really, really cool. Okay, so next, as we always do on this channel, for comparison, so the next thing we can bring out for comparison is Cliff Jumper. So the Earthrise Cliff Jumper, you can see he's a lot taller than that, but from a size comparison lengthwise, he's about the same length as your Cliff Jumper here. Obviously he's just a lot taller. Bring out Ironhide as well. You can see Ironhide's longer and he's taller than your Ironhide. Bring out Earthrise Prime, and he is about the same height as your Earthrise Prime. So he's similar length to Cliff Jumper, and he is the same height as Prime. So nice stacked up kind of little bot there. So now we get to the transformation, and the transformation for this guy is a nice little transformation. There's some funny stuff that goes on underneath here with the arms, so you just need to be aware of that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just move these slightly so that you can start to the transformation, and I would also move these feet up to the front here just to get these out of the way, because these can catch on quite a lot of things. Then you're going to want to push in here and push in here and on do the head. So you get the head, you get the head out there as well, so you can see his little head. So then you can see through there, and you've moved those bits out. Then bring out the floor pieces here and fold these top tabs in. Once you folded the top tabs in, you can then bring this whole cab piece apart and pull up. It's quite well tabbed in there on the bottom, so you want to bring these two bits out. This is where, around here, this is where the arms can get a little bit stuck because there's quite a small gap between the hips and the arms to make him come out. So just be careful when you're taking this piece out. You do need to kind of keep moving the arms around, I found, to be able to kind of get these arms to where they need to be. Yeah, and then once they're round, you can swing the arm itself back into the position that it's supposed to be in. Yeah, so you bring these two arms up, bring the body round, and the legs can come down. Lights up, feet down. Bring these two bits round so you've got his, you can then stand up. Then these arms need to go all the way up, and the back piece needs to come all the way down, all the way down, and the arm needs to go all the way up. Clip the head. Yeah, so you hear that nice little clip. This bit does come off quite regularly if you push it down too far. Just clips back in, don't worry about that. Handy's out. Yep. And then bring the two bits down at the back, and then finally bring that down. And there we have our hot soldier all ready for us to feel. And here he is in his full glory, in his bot mode, and isn't he a handsome hunk of steampunk junk? He is just delightful. I'm absolutely over the moon with this guy. The sculpting on him, there's a lot of sculpting. I mean, even when you, so if we pick him up and let's start to have a little look at the head sculpt here. So the head sculpt is pretty agreeable. You've got really nice blue eyes. Again, you know, for me, with my Transformers, the eyes are very, very important to me. If they look dead behind the eyes, then they don't look alive. I don't buy it. This guy has lovely, lovely blue eyes. The classic white Bumblebee face, a little screw in the back of his head, and then you've got all this lovely molded and painted detail on his shoulder. That really, you know, that's a completely steampunk aesthetic that you've got. Such a unique looking figure with that wonderful looking chest. Lovely silver molded detail here on the abs, a little bit more molded detail here on his hips. Move down to the legs, and of course this is where the front of the train has transformed into his legs. The bit lovely painted silver there. I love the way that the front of the train turns into his feet. Side of the legs, you've got the wheels, but then if you look on the inside, you've got some really fantastic copper paint there. Really nice little bits of molded detail there that they've put in, which on a third party kind of KO type figure, yeah, you know, it's above and beyond some of the expectations here for me. Go around the back. The back's a little bit more Spartan. There is not much detailing in and around the back, so you know, where they've made some great attempts at filling him out on the sides, the back is very Spartan, so please don't display you won't want to display him around the back like that, but you know, who displays their toys like that anyway? Again, just nice molded detail everywhere. I think this guy is very satisfying as a product, certainly in this form. Alright, let's have a look at this guy's articulation. So his articulation on his head, you get a 360. You get a little bit of movement. He's on like a wall joint there. You got a little bit of movement, not too much. Lovely little paint there on his eyes, catching a light there. Arms do suffer with the articulation, I have to say, because of all this kibble at the top. You can move this up to then get a, you can get a 360 rotation out of him, but he has to go at this angle, and it's all very strange. So you know, you're looking at like 180. Then you've got a nice bend at the arm. The arm can then, here at the elbow, can get a full 360, and his hand can do this. There's no side articulation on the hand. The body, you get a full twist, full 360 due to the transformation, and you don't get a crunch forward. Oh, you do get a crunch forward. You get some crunch forward, and you can also get some crunch backwards as well. So yeah, nice articulation there. On his legs, he's got a nice kick there, full 180 there. You get a two-way double jointed knee, something I'm not at all. I don't really like this on figures, double jointed knees, but his knees, I have to say, are quite sturdy, so I don't get much problem trying to pose him. You get a twist here on the leg as well. You get some toe articulation here, which is nice. So all this kind of area moves to give you as much toe articulation as you feel you need while you're trying to stand him up. So all in all, the articulation on this guy is pretty cool. Can he ninja kick? I'm not sure, because he is quite top heavy. Oh, he can ninja kick. Nice, nice. Well done, Centurion. Well done feeling them hot soldiers. Well done. Then, accessory wise, he comes with one accessory, and that is his Warhammer that looks fantastic from one side and has holes in it from the other. You know, they had to save money anyway, so they saved a little bit on the plastic here. I'm fine with that. Usually, I'm not a big fan of close combat weapons, but I think this really looks cool. It's, you know, it looks good in his hand, and I suppose it's period appropriate that he has this. Let's turn that around. That he has this Warhammer. Yeah, and I think he looks good with the Warhammer. I think he also can hold siege weapons, I think. Yeah, he can also hold siege weapons. So if you want to give him a siege weapon, you can give him these siege weapons. I think he is also, I'm not going to say that word, is he compatible with these kinds of things? Yep, so you can use his ports. So the ports on these parts are compatible with the siege weapons. So if I got something like the Jetfire weapons, that I love using Jetfire weapons for things, so I can actually tool him up with some of Jetfire's weapons. Here in the ports, so I can actually weaponize him if I wish to in that way. So yeah, so he's siege compatible, but I don't really think that he would sit with your siege guys, so you can actually weaponize this guy. Interesting. Then finally, let's get on with the size comparison and see how this guy would sit in your collection. So with Earthrise Prime, you can see Earthrise Prime towers over this guy. This guy is a lot smaller than him. With the Deluxe size and height, he is a little shorter, so yeah, he's about the same height. And then with the Deluxe Cliff Jumper from Earthrise, he's taller than that guy by a little bit. So size wise, he's a bit of an oddity. All in all, he's a bit of an oddity. If you're wondering how he maybe fits size wise with some of your other third parties, especially things like the MechFan toys. So this is my MechFan toys MP Megatronus. He is roughly about the same size as Megatronus. So you can see that he's not going to scale all that well with these guys, because obviously Bumbles himself, or Centurion, is supposed to be smaller. So that's how he fits in with them. So would I recommend this guy? I would have to say yep. I would definitely recommend this guy, picking him up. I picked him up on AliExpress for less than $20. So, you know, that's less than £15. Definitely worth picking up if you're into your oddities. You can see from this, he's not really going to fit in if you're a mainline collector, so you'd have to have an oddities shelf, I guess. I have an oddities shelf where I like to to put all my my little strange transformers that I'm picking up along the way. But all in all, yeah, nice little bot, great price. So if you want to pick him up on AliExpress, I definitely recommend it. Nice little fun transformer there. Guys, thank you very much for checking out my video. If you like what I'm doing around here, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Bye. Peace.